Hello. Good. I was going to say hello the Brunswick because I've done open mic at the Brunswick for 5 weeks in a row now. So I've got to. This is the Paris house, the Paris house. How is everybody doing? Having a good time. Thank you for the wonderful performance so far. My name is Marrron with 3 R's. And what am I doing here? Well, that's a very good question. I'm going to come on to that. So, there we go. Hi, how's it going? Right, enjoy it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. It's my first time here at the Paris house. Thank you. And you know what is really, really nice is to be able to see and connect with the audience and to be seen. Because some places, Louis, it's true, the lights are blinding and you can't tell where anybody is. So it's really nice to have that connection. So I'd like to say thank you very much. Now, the reason why I'm here, I'm on a bit of a journey. I think we all are on a bit of a journey, if we're honest, of different descriptions. And my personal journey started about 6 weeks ago. I work as a change therapist. And I started to question how authentic is the life I am supporting other people to make life changes, which, as we know, change can be scary. But am I living that? And I didn't think I was, so I decided, what's holding me back? What's the biggest, scariest thing I could possibly do other than jumping into a cage of tigers, which would be quite really dangerous? It was to do open mic, to overcome my deepest fears of public speaking, being judged, being seen, being visible, and also this need that I've had for a long time of external validation, needing this, please love me, that I was seeking it in all different situations through addictive behaviours and relationships and different things like that. And I'd just like to throw something back at you guys. It's lovely, I really feel we are connecting, and there's a lot of nodding going on. So would it be correct in saying I'm not the only person in this room that's at some point in their lives gone through this fear of whatever it might be? Fear is fear. It's something that's very much a universal human condition, right, that holds us back. We've evolved to have fear, it keeps us safe, but does it keep us happy? This is the thing. And I became aware, actually, there were these 2 voices in my head. And some days there's quite a few more, but we won't go into that now. But there were these 2 competing voices, one of which, there was a voice and a feeling. I felt a calling. I didn't know why, I didn't know what it was all about, but some of my friends had said to me, you're quite funny. You know some stuff. Why don't you do open mic? And I was like, yeah, no, I don't feel that, because the voice of the fear was so much louder. So I just listened to the fear, And Zach, could you give us about a minute, 2 minutes notice? So I don't want to kind of run over too much. But there I was, and I had these 2 competing voices in my head, and I was thinking, which one do I want to listen to? And I've had this sensation in my body for quite a few years. I've been quite an intense healing journey the last 10 years. I've done quite a number of silent meditation retreats, 10 days, 20 days, even 30 days of not talking and getting up really early in the morning. And it's tough. That is difficult. The food's really nice though, if you ever want to consider it. The food is banging. So, but it's not easy. It's not easy. But I've done all these meditation retreats, and I've been to Peru as well a couple of times. Does anybody know, if I say the word ayahuasca, does anybody... So some people have heard of ayahuasca. For those of you who don't know what ayahuasca is a plant medicine, and whereas in this country, in Western society, what we do is, if we're feeling unwell, we go to see the GP, go to see the doctor, or actually probably phone up the doctor, and here we're about 500th in the queue and we can't get an appointment. So what happens in Peru, in the rainforest, and with the tribes, is they go to the shaman. And the shaman mixes this brew, which is from different plants in the Amazon, And for people that are sick, it can cure them of physical, emotional, mental sickness, which is great, and it's gaining some consciousness in the West now. And I just love it because I've been there. I've had my head over a bowl many, many times, because not only do you hallucinate, you can purge. All this kind of darkness can come out, and it feels very healing. And I just really like it because it's a way to get really, really high, trip your nuts off, all in the name of spirituality, rather than being called like a drug addict or something like that. So yeah, so I'm doing a lot of that, and I've done all this intense. I've tried sitting in silent meditation retreats, I've tried purging up, drinking this plant medicine, taking all this stuff, and I wasn't feeling any better. I still had this thing in my body, so what's that all about? And now, so this is an experiment. What I decided to do was, maybe this is a fear, or maybe this is a voice that's saying, I feel we've all got a unique gift, something we're here to do, and if we're not doing it, that's going to show up as a sensation in the body. So I decided to see what this was all about. So I decided to do an open mic at the Brunswick 5 weeks ago on a Monday night. You remember this place that's got the lights are so bright you can't see anyone. It is nice there. It is nice. So I did the first one, and I should have felt really proud of myself. It was about overcoming a fear, but my old habit pattern, because I was at Buddhafield Festival last summer. I performed there for the very first time, and I came off and I felt devastated. I was inconsolable, because my mindset, what's really held me back in my life, is this massive self-criticism, you're not good enough, kind of thing. And the next day I started to feel a little bit better. People were coming up to me that seen me talk at Buddhafield, and they said, I really liked it. And I watched the video back, and it took me weeks and weeks, and it was alright. It wasn't a 10 out of 10, but it wasn't a 4 out of 10 either. So I was like, okay, but because of the pain, it took me such a long time to overcome it. But 6 weeks ago I decided, okay, let's just do it. And rather than, I think, to overcome fear, I wish it was that simple, just one thing that we do. But I just got this other voice that I'd started listening to, not the voice that was telling me I was shit. Okay, let us just do this as an experiment. And don't just do it once, do one open mic a week for a whole year. And that scared me and excited me at the same time. So here we are. Thank you. So this is what I'm here to do, and I've got quite familiar with the Brunswick on a Monday night, with the place with the very bright lights and everything else. You can't see anyone, but my new friend Louis B, who's an amazing blues musician, he's been playing. He came over to me last night and said, "Come along to the Paris house, give that a go." So I was like, part of me was like, "Well, I don't know," because it's another change outside the comfort zone of the Brunswick. So here we are. A couple of weeks ago I did really feel like giving up. What was interesting, this level of fear and resistance, and you're not good enough, no one likes you, you're not funny, no one's interested. It's like the volume got cranked up at its highest, and I really felt like giving up. Even though I've spent a small fortune on all these fancy outfits, I've got 5 of these, they ain't cheap. So I've just kind of kept, and I found it, I don't know what it is, I went in and listened to my heart, did some crying as well, I don't mind sharing that with you, and I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to do it. And I came off last Monday, and I've started to enjoy it. So the enjoyment has now started to kick in the arse of the fear. So whatever your fear is, beautiful people of, not the Brunswick, but the Paris house, I remembered, what are we waiting for? None of us are gonna live forever. One day it'll be too late. I lost my mum last October. That was a real process. And it's really put me in touch with my own mortality. So I'd just like to finish very quickly. If you all feel comfortable, there are no children present, right? Okay. We've all, this voice that we can all relate to that says that we're not good enough. We're not tall enough, we're not slim enough, we're not beautiful enough, we're not this enough, we're not that. Should we do a little exercise? Should we tell it where to go? You up for that? Come on. So the invitation is, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to say into the mic, and I want you to say with me, so it's my name is, and then insert your name, whatever your name is. And if you don't like it, and we're all going to shout out, fuck you. Are you up for that? Is that right, Zach? All right, okay. So it's, my name is, and if you don't like it, fuck you. And the loudest you can, and say it from your heart, and that is what busts out the fear, people. We can do this. We're starting a movement here, whether you're aware of it or not. All right? Okay. So, are you ready? So, 3, 2, 1. My name is Marrron, and if you don't like it, fuck you! Thank you. Where can we buy a robe? It's in the lanes. There's Snoopers Paradise is a shop, and there's another shop. I'll just say another thing. I can't sing for shit, sorry.
Come back later.
I'm also going by the name of the shamaniccoach.com, so I support people through change processes. And there's the other videos on there as well, so all bits and pieces. Bless you. Have you all a very wonderful evening. Thank you for being here.